said, along with selling cars, we buy cars. And we have a great a couple that does a little buying service for us, and they help us out find cars. Ivan, you can probably tell some of the folks out there a little bit more about the details on that.
Yeah, we've got two brokers out there. They don't work for Frontier Motors, but they represent Frontier Motors, and their name is Scott and Betsy Tate. They're from the Pensacola area. Scott actually was a sales rep at Frontier Motors for a long time, and he retired. And Betsy Tate was in the banking industry for a long time. And if either one of these two call you, they are out in the field helping us get cars from private individuals for like yourself. So if you're listening to the show and you get a call from Scott and Betsy, they are representing Frontier Motors. And a lot of times what happens is that there's a lot of scams going on where somebody calls you and says, well, I'll give you this, I'll make a cash offer. Well, we are prepared to make a cash offer on most cars that we see as long as the cars pass our inspection. What I mean by that is if you got a car and it's on the side of the road and, of course, we can see it, then there's no issues. But let's say you've got it listed on one of the websites. What we're going to do is we'll make you an offer on that car based on average or above average condition. If it needs anything, we're going to deduct for that. But Scott and Betsy might be calling you and saying, hey, Frontier Motors is prepared to pay $12,000 for your car as long as it passes inspection. Take them seriously on that, because if we give them that figure, that means we want that car. So if Scott and Betsy happen to give you a call, go ahead and pay attention, and it's not a scam.
Yeah, great way to sell your car. Now, if you're not advertising your car, and if you're out there and you just want to sell your car and you want to come directly to Frontier Motors, do that. We're located at 230 Beverly Parkway. All you got to do is take some time. It takes all of maybe 10 or 15 minutes out of your day. Come by, ask for Ivan or ask for Ron or ask for one of the sales managers. Sales managers always seem to be a little more readily available than Ivan and I. We're always seem busy around there. And they will look at your car. They will assess the car. Just like Ivan said, they'll look for any reconditioning that's on the car if not needed. If you have your service records with you, bring those with you. If you have your title with you, bring it with you. And then what we do is we sit down and we talk about what we can do for you, how much we can write a check for. If you decide that's not enough, how much we can put it on consignment for. And if that's still not enough, how to retail it in our world, so that if you're going to stay competitive against us and all the guys in Car City and all the people over in Mobile and Fort Walton, you want to be competitive. Well, we'll give you some clues on how to do that and what numbers to ask and what price to ask. And it'll make it a little bit easier for you to sell a car, but it also makes it easier for us to buy a car. Remember, we buy cars, and we need to buy cars. Right now, we're on an average of a couple hundred cars a month, 200 cars a month. So we got to buy between 40 and 50 cars per week. Ivan can do a great job with that, and he does a great job through a lot of our buyers and auctions, but we'd rather buy them from you, the folks that are out there. So if you're by our area or you need to sell a car, third car, or maybe lost a loved one or something like that, come by Frontier Motors and give us a call at 436-8080.
Right now, car sales